Welcome, you guys, to a beautiful Wealth Ops Wednesday. I've been looking forward to this one for a couple reasons. Okay. Well, first off, it's a near and dear friend that I hold very close to my heart that some of you may already know. She is absolutely dominating the game nationwide, not just in regards to fix and flips with her community, but of course on the capital raise piece. So, Christina, I'm so glad you came on. A bunch of Marines are here. Give her one. Give her one. Christina, I appreciate it,
I,
bro.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And yes, of course, you know that I'm on the go because I am known as the connector, the networker, and I'm actually on my way to a networking event, but I had to pull over because yes, this organization, this group, this community, and because Trevor is such a dear friend of mine, means so much to me. So I'll tell you a little bit about my background. I actually come from lending. I have a foreclosure background. I got it. I'm originally from Texas, homegrown, wear the ring, proud, loud and proud. And I was a capital raiser since I was 20 years old. I moved out to California 7 years ago this summer. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to do traditional lending. I don't want to work for the big banks anymore. I want to work for the people that need help. And at the time, that was foreclosures. Actually, I started working with clients that had homes in foreclosures, learned creative finance, and I had no idea I was actually doing novation until I met Trevor. And I joined his mentorship. I learned that there was actual name to creative finance, and boom, my community was born. He actually encouraged me to create the Fix and Flip PeerConnect community. It has been going for 2 years. I'm super proud. We're in 7 states. We have had currently active projects. I have 26 active flips as of right now, 4 local buy and holds here in Los Angeles. Now I'm teaching the added value strategy. Last year raised over $2.8 million in capital. And that's all great. But how many people have I been able to help? Have the community been able to support? I have people that were teachers and administrators that are now flippers. They now have an investor portfolio. I have lenders that were just doing traditional that have completely bought in to the strategy that is creative finance. And now we are creating and developing investor portfolios. Um, Recently, I had Chase Bank. They said, "Hey, what are you doing? We love what you're doing." And they came chasing me. Chase chased me. And so they actually asked to be partners with Fix and Flip PeerConnect, and they want to offer workshops. They have opened their downtown location space to be able to host workshops for you, for your community, for anyone that is part of my network, to be able to teach you how to make your company findable, fundable, how to find flips. We take deal submissions through the website. We help you fund them. We teach you how to raise capital. Let me take it down a notch. But it's about helping you with your goals. It really is about helping you with your goals. Everybody has a different goal. And at the end of the day, you may start with, hey, I want to flip. Hey, I want to wholesale. Give it a year. You probably will have so many doors and so many tools and so many resources building your portfolio, especially if you stick with this guy.
Heyo. Christina, I'm telling you right now, where do we even go from here? I love that. You're such a professional. I'm like, maybe should I just be fired? Take my money. Do I write you a check right now? What do I do? What do I do with my hands? So, you guys, I want to scale it back. Obviously, she's spoken on many stages. Please follow her, get in front of what she's got going on. We ended up meeting because she ended up joining through the mentorship that we did. I saw what she was already doing, and she was doing it at an extremely high level. And as we built this out, yes, she was able to start and scale the Fix and Flip PeerConnect position. But the biggest piece behind this is what I love about her is collaboration is everything, right? That is such a really big piece. And that's something that we preach with creative as well. And there's a lot of nuggets that you're going to be able to pull from her. Yes, she's beautiful, guys, but you can't negotiate better than this chick, okay? When it comes down to money, finding opportunity, and getting in front of this. And so I want to ask you a couple questions, Christina. So let's just say they don't need to fund their own deals within the MARWOC community. But if they're going to go out on a passion project, Christina, they want to start looking at doing a thesis raise, maybe grab some capital initially and just make sure that they have their own investor list. How would you recommend them even just getting in front of their first $250,000? Like, what would you do? I know it's probably going to start with this bad boy, but what would you end up talking about so that we can give them some insight on what they can do now to set them up for a year from now?
You hear this from so many people. I'm sure you've heard this from Trevor. People invest in people.
Mm. Mhm.
People trust you. And they don't know me. They don't know Trevor. They know you. And so, of course, these calls are so important because you want to engage and understand what we're buying, why we're buying it there, why we're adding value, why are we just doing a flip? So as you continue to engage in these conversations, number one, that's most important, educate yourself.
Mhm.
Number two, as you find these people, of course, your cell phone, text, hey, you know what? I've been introduced to this investment opportunity. Let's jump on a call with Christina. Let's jump on a call with Trevor. Let me have her explain to us what this opportunity looks like. If you hear that over and over and over, tour the properties, get inside, get in front of the contractor, get in front of the project manager, get in front of the funding. The people that trust you, the people that you know, when you send them a text message, hey, I have the next investment opportunity, they're going to be so excited to jump on a call with me. I promise you. And I know I'm very high energy and I threw a lot out at you, but I promise you, I'll probably have your attention now.
Ooh, ooh,
And when you talk to
true.
your people, it you don't want to oversell them. You really want to know. You really want to know what investment you're getting them into and how you're guaranteeing it. So in the beginning, text them, I have some investment opportunities. Hey, this is what I'm doing. You are part of this team. It's not just Christina buying. It's not just Trevor buying. You are part of this team. Make yourself part of the investment.
Oh, I love that. You know, I heard a great saying the other day. We were at a dinner at a guy named Matthew Welsh's, this crazy mogul in insurance, right? It's a beautiful property, but he said something awesome when it came down to me and you, right? They said, especially with the newer community, what Fix and Flip does and what MARWOC is able to do with our deals through Eric, his seasoning, his closing ability, is they say a seven can't close an eight unless they leverage a nine. And that is such a good saying with when it comes down to what Christina, I know, Eric, dude, I love that saying with what Christina just said is so true. You don't need to know everything. If you have an opportunity and you have a thumb that can dial a phone and a mouth to speak out of, you can at least position this in front of people and then go, hey, that's a great question. I love to get Christina on the call so she can discuss this. Why? Because you're leveraging a nine. You're getting them in front of it. Everybody that's setting opportunity for MARWOC for Eric to crush, you get to lean into the exposure of the seasonality of and the credibility that we've built. It's the same with capital raising, right? And that takes away a lot of stress from these younger guys. Getting in front of $100,000, that's a text in 2 minutes away for Christina. That's not hard for her. You know what I mean? But it didn't start like that. But I'm sure you ended up being able to leverage your nines, Christina, to now put yourself in a position to have and become a bridge to these opportunities.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, collaboration. And it's a personality as well. There are men, believe it or not, there are men that want to hear from other men. So I will phone Trevor, hey, you know what? I'm telling you the same thing, but they hear it from Trevor and they love it. And there are women that want to hear it from other women. And so here I am. But really again at the going back to what Trevor is saying, definitely leverage the people that you have within your community and also build that trust with your contacts, with the people that you meet at networking events. I can tell you that tonight when I walk into this networking event, I promise you I probably will walk out with $300,000 and I'm not asking for it. They're curious and they want to know what we're doing. Let them want to know, get them that FOMO. What are you doing?
It is true. It is great. I mean, to be present, pretty, and punctual, to be out there, put these opportunities out there. People want to be guided and they want to be guided in the right direction by the right person, right? So I am glad, even on what we have a Marwalk networking guide in here for events. And I'm really glad that you leaned into that because we say closing happens at the kitchen table. I am sure most of your investors that you got, Christina, where did you end up meeting them, right? If you are newer, are you paying for a workshop to go? Are you going to a seminar? Or are you just going to local meetups at bars? I mean, what are you doing to start building your base, Christina, for these newer Marines?
A lot of them started with meetups. Honestly, even and when I first moved out here, I knew one person. I moved from Texas. I knew one person and I used to dance. I would go out dancing and believe it or not, promoters of events are investors. That's how they pay for their events. And they
Hmm.
were just so curious in what I was doing. And then we'd meet up for a coffee and maybe have a phone call. And then we'd go over a pro forma. And next thing you know, they're like, hey, I have 100K. Networking events for me has been huge. The second is referrals. People know, especially when it comes to self confidence. Okay, I don't know how to explain how that promissory note works. I don't know how to explain that exit plan. Again, going back to that phone a friend. And referrals, I on a daily basis, I probably get 2 or 3 referrals of people that are interested in investing that have never invested before.
That's amazing. That is so much. And you're turning the volume up. And so let's discuss where you're parking this, right? Are you finding opportunity? I mean, I know it right now you get to be proactive and reactive, but are you when you're sourcing this capital, are you already finding a deal and now you're getting it out to your network? Or are you trying to find the capital first and that way you can find the right deal for the investor?
It's always, it's always great to have the capital. And so you create a database. You create a database and these deals fund so quickly. And
Yeah.
once you lock them in, you have sometimes only 7 to 10 days, send the EMD and wrap it up, and we got to get going. So it's great to have a database of your contacts. Find out. I love to send a commitment letter. And that's just saying, hey, Trevor, we had a conversation, a great coffee. You were interested in some of the projects I was doing. I don't have anything right now, but you said you were interested in 50,000. I'm gonna send you a commitment letter as soon as I have one available. I'll go down the list, and if it's first come first serve, if you want, you jump in. And
Huge.
that commitment letter has been so great because I just literally go down the Excel. Hey, I have Elmwood right now. I'm funding 250,000 with a 15% risk return in 6 months. You interested? Nope, you don't got it. Okay, great. Next person. Hey, you know what? And it's just on read, and they're waiting. And I will have investors now that they know they're in the bottom of my list, and I will tell them they're in the bottom of my list, and they'll say, "Well, what if I gave you 25,000 more? Can I be on the top of your list? Can I be the first person you call?" Or they're texting me, "Hey, when's your next property? When's your next investment? I need to park this money." So create that momentum, again, that excitement with them and educate them. People with money, just because they have liquid capital doesn't mean that they always understand what they're investing.
Huge. Yes. That is so true. You can't get scared away when you're in water with whales. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it, they want to herd to something. And so it's exactly that, right? A lot of the times when people have this type of capital, it's exactly like fix and flippers. Why don't we source our own deals? Why do we buy it from a wholesaler? It's because of the convenience piece, right? Why don't investors go find their own projects and do it? That's not what they want to do. Right? They want to be able to position this to somebody, become a bridge and an asset to this person so they can do the dirty work and they can end up getting a return. So don't be afraid to communicate.